This is a video about making a bobbin laced scarf. The scarf is bobbin laced with wool and sewn in a net. This video is bringing together the three videos of the creative process on the scarf into one where I'm showing the making from A to Z and explaining what I'm doing. Hello, my name is Uli Baisi. I'm a contemporary lace maker and I'm happy to welcome you here. It's now gone really wintry here. We had a lot of rain and it was quite chilly for us, so only sometimes 17 degrees up to 24 degrees. We had at this time even 34 degrees in former years, so it's quite shallow. And you see it's quite windy in the moment. With this video I want to bring together the three parts of the process of making the scarf into one where I'm commenting and explaining what I'm doing. For some people it's not the process so interesting, they just want to see the making, and this I want to show you right now. I have laced segments. I haven't really connected all these different parts. I have decided to go for these. I could have made it very different. I could have gone to make the scarves from one side to the other or start in the middle. So this was just my creative process for the scarf. If you have questions, I'm open to ask your questions or help you with when you want to make one like this, to help you with any problems. And yeah, I just wish you now have fun and good lacing. Here you see a heap of wool. These are preparations for the scarf. So I have sorted out all the colors which might be working for me. And this is a preparation for the first ladder. I want to do a ladder out of tallies, and you see me drawing it here on this soluble foil. On the right side you see the bobbins. I've winded up to make the tallies, and I've started. This is the first tally, the first lace for the new scarf. I want to make a ladder, how I call it, out of square tallies, and every tally will have a different color, so I am looking now which is next color to go, because I think there are 7 or 8 tallies to make in a row. I have to change colors in between, and you see me starting the second one. On the left side, next to this ladder, I've laced something which I will take out later. I'm now flattening the pins, taking them out of the lace board, lace table, that I can sew. Now everything is loose, and I'm starting to sew the bit which I will take later out because I don't like it. It doesn't fit for me. So here you see I'm just going stepwards from pin to pin, and now it's done, and I'm going on with the ladder on the left side, you see, and I have finished this now, and I'm here with a round item which I'm making out of 4 pairs, and you see me going from one side to the other in a linen stitch, starting with 2 pairs and then taking the side pairs also in, and the same going backwards. Very easy, but it's very attractive. You can make really nice round items. In the scarf I've decided to make several items which are separate. They are not connected. You can do it all different, but for this one I wanted to have it like this. And you see I've started to make another, I think it's also a ladder. It's in golden brown tones, and it's of course all speeded up a lot. I would never be able to do it that fast. I don't like to do it that fast. So we are again a bit further. You see it's I've made a bending, and then after a few square tallies I've decided to go I think with a linen stitch, and now I'm sewing again. Here you see the linen stitch with just 2 pairs. It looks quite nice. I think I like it. And here it's finished with sewing, and I'm in the back. I am starting with some leaf tallies. Yeah, I'm again doing the same as I did before, but this time I'm not doing it with a linen stitch, I do it with a half stitch. So we are a bit further again. You see it's gone a really long band. I'm having now 3 pairs. And you see that there are 2 pieces of foil being sewn together. Nobody will see this later because this is just a part of the net. I've taken out their pair, reducing just to 2 pairs. And again I'm doing a tally. Yeah, I'm doing a tally. Okay, and this band is finished. So I'm laying again all the pins flat, taking them out of the lace table that I can sew them. Okay, the sewing is done and I'm on the next bit. This is now moved to brown colors. Before, you see, it were green and now it's brown, and I think it's going to be in red, and there's more brown and some purple are coming in a few moments. When I'm taking some pairs out, I just move them to the side and cut them later, and when I'm sewing it's being done. Now we are a little bit further in time with the leather. You see, I've moved more to red and purple. Here we are. As you see, I'm using very different kind of wools and very different qualities, sometimes thick, sometimes thinner, and very different kind of wools, so that it makes it different. When I'm sewing square tallies, I have to be very careful that it's not stacked too much, and also that it's kind of the threads are sorted. And especially when I'm taking threads out, like I'm doing here for the change of color, this is quite important. I'm sewing always first one side and then the other side. That makes it more, for me, more easier. I don't know what it's about you, but this is for me the easier way to make it. So I'm drawing here now on the plastic, on the foil, a circle of square and round tallies. So it's not very good to see. You can draw as much as you want on the foil because it will dissolve in water. It's very easy, just draw on it whatever you need. So I've started with this kind of circle, and I've just started to make the square tallies, and now I'm sewing them. I've had planned to leave the threads in the middle in, but later on you will see I will cut them all out because then they are too much, and so I don't know whether I'm happy at the end with it, that I might have done it differently, but here you see me now making the tallies like a leaf, and I'm still fiddling it through. I will cut everything when I have finished the circle. So the square tallies I've made in beige, golden brown, light brownish, and now I'm doing the tallies like leaves in a contrast with it. And you see it's getting more and more threads in the middle, and so I have not been feeling well. Here I'm flattening the pins. And now you see it's cut out in the middle. I'm looking for the next part, the next segment, and I've started it here. It's kind of brownish. I had 3 pairs and now I'm putting in another 2 pairs. So you see the ladder we have done before, and left is the circle, and this one is going around the circle in brownish colors. Okay, I'm here with a big, it's like a stream. I have changed then the color in between, and now you see the finished bobbin lace on the right and on the left side. I'm now starting with the sewing. First there's a process which I call mapping. Because the foil is not so strong as the wool, and the wool turns to shrink in itself, it tends to draw the plastic in, that you have this kind of bubbles and folds, even folds in there. So I do sewing in bigger gaps, and then going smaller and smaller until it is just time to do the sewing the real net. Well, this is also part of the net, and I'm changing regularly the colors I'm sewing, but this also is just to keep the wool down and connected, that it doesn't have folds or bubbles. It will always have some, but the amount of it makes a difference. Here we are now on smaller bits. It's still I still have to help the sewing machine going over the parts where where I've laced. You have to help your sewing machine. Because this is really hard work. They are all hubbles, and I'm sewing, of course, as you see, on the left side. So the wool is down, and I'm having the foil which I'm sewing. That makes it easier for the sewing machine. And now it's really time just to go on sewing. That is going up and down and cutting the rest of thread. The thread is sometimes just splitting, and you have to start new. It doesn't matter, it's not a problem. But as I said, I'm changing colors, that it makes it more attractive, more interesting for the eye. So this is not all done in one color. I'm sewing quite often with a metallic thread, which is the down bobbin here. You see there are a few bobbins, colors I'm doing, and here is now the ready sewn scarf. This is on the right side. You see it here, the net. It's your decision how fine of the net you make. Don't make it the gaps too big, because then it's easy with your fingers to I don't know the word, but you know what I mean. Here's the ready scarf. You see it on my puppet. It's quite nice. The colors are really shiny. I have it now lying in my car because we have now really autumn winter weather, and so it really shines when I'm looking into the car. Here you see it from all sides. In total I need 40 to 50 hours to make such a scarf. And you see it in more detail, all the bits I've explained, not all of them. There's this on left you haven't seen. There's the round circle, they're brown. This is the color change stream, as I call it, and this is all the net. Here you see a ladder. Yeah, I'm trying to show you all the bits of it. So that's me, yeah, wearing it. You see it's really shiny, and you can wear it in so many different ways. I really enjoy it, and yeah, and the weather has changed even here in Portugal. It's a very early winter. We have had lots of rain right now, and you see this is of course after the plastic was dissolved in water, in warm water. That's it. I say thank you, have a good time.